Welcome, I'm Breanne Mclachlan, your host for this episode of Galas Giving. Here in landlocked Edmonton, we have high standards when it comes to beef. But what about seafood? Well, today we're focusing on one man's journey across the country who's trying to shed light on the issue of sustainable seafood. Ned Bell is normally known for his role as executive chef at Vancouver's Four Seasons Hotel. However, his culinary passion now has him leading the Chefs for Oceans campaign.
I recognized that there was chefs from across the country having the same conversations, where our food came from, who caught it, where it was caught, how it was caught, or farmed, or raised, or grown. And so we weren't having those conversations on a national scale. And so I recognized that we needed to start having those conversations coast to coast to coast. The journey of riding my bike across the country was really a health and wellness journey, a sort of mental and spiritual, emotional journey, obviously a physical one, but it was really about engaging my community, my friends, some of the best chefs in the country.
His trek, beginning in St. John's, Newfoundland, through to Vancouver, has him rolling through our city with support from colleagues here in Alberta.
I think it's amazing. I love it. Ned called me and asked me if Kraft wanted to be a part of this, and 100% I said yes. We would love to help spread the word because we're like-minded guys. We have the same views when it comes to our seafood use.
Are you going to hop on your bike next year with him and take the cross-country cruise?
Longboard. I'll longboard.
You might be doing that for a while.
I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
You'd need a lot of seafood to sustain that journey.
Exactly.
Edmontonians got the chance to stop by Craft Beer Market to sample dishes fresh from the sea and for a private lesson from Bell on the issue of sustainable seafood.
I would love for us to have wild fish in abundance forever and ever and ever, but unfortunately, overfishing is the largest threat that faces our world's oceans. 90% of the large ocean predators are already overfished, and so that would have been something that we might have been able to face 100 years ago, but we've done so much damage in the last 100 years that now we have to look at fish farming as a way to feed 7 billion people today. 2 billion of those people rely on the world's oceans for their daily source of protein. And as we look ahead to 2050, when there's going to be 9 billion people in the world, how are we going to feed those people?
Partial proceeds from tickets and the sale of Ned's very own canned tuna go towards the sustainable seafood movement. Additional support to choices he says we can make every day.
When you go to a restaurant, you go to a grocery store, just ask, is this seafood sustainable? And if they can't give you the answer, if they can't answer that question, you've probably got your answer. Secondly, you'd rely on the marine biology and scientific research behind two programs that we're supporting, OceanWise and Sea Choice.
Bell aims to have March 18th named National Sustainable Seafood Day, spotlighting the need for healthy oceans, lakes, and rivers of the future. If you would like to help support this cause, you can visit www.chefsforoceans.com. For this episode of Galas Giving, I'm Breanne Mclachlan.